Okay, so we're going to do World War III scenario, and first thing that would happen, Russia would start to try to advance, and they would win some ground, but Ukraine would also advance into Russian territory. So then they retreat troops from here to try and put counterattack there, which now is basically nothing has changed. Now, Russia starts their plan on annexing Belarus. So they annex the eastern half, and wait for the western half. That tells Ukraine that they need to start launching an offensive into Belarus. So they quickly annex part of Belarus and start pushing back Russian forces, which are not yet mobilized there. Now that Ukraine has a stable area, they are now pushing directly to Moscow. But Russia decides to launch a massive offensive to Kiev, eventually capturing Kiev, but Ukraine captures Moscow. And Ukraine also encircles Kiev, but Russia does the same. Luckily, Ukraine managed to get them out, and Russia tried to, but they only got like a couple out before it was killed. Now, after that, Ukraine pushed back out and I was able to capture parts of Crimea, like most of them, before Russia decided to launch a counter-offensive into Belarus. But then a peace treaty came, and well, a peace treaty was proposed, and neither side. Ukraine did want the peace treaty, but Russia didn't. But Russia was bleeding their resources right now, and they decided to just peace out as soon as Crimea fell. So this is the map. Look at what the map looks like now. All Ukraine wanted was Crimea. Anyway, so they also take Transnistria because Transnistria was a country before. I think it might have been removed. Don't know. Anyway, now after many years, Russia invades the Baltics to gain supremacy over there again. And very quickly the Baltics fall. Now they annex their proxy here and they start invading Azerbaijan. And they annex all of it once they fall. And then they do the same for Armenia and Georgia. Now a new Russian Empire has been formed. It is not its former glory, but it will have to do. Germany, but then the European Union declares war, so does NATO on Russia, and the United States is doing some funny things. So Germany launches a naval invasion around Kaliningrad, retaking their former land as well as Memel. Poland pushes and starts making a long road all the way to Moscow, but they just are at the gates. Ukraine joins in, wanting to help, but then because they are not content with They just want war. They want to teach Russia not to mess with them. So Ukraine eventually pieces out after Russia proposes peace to them. Slovakian government ends up Slovakia ends up turning into a Russian puppet after a coup by Russia was formed. So Czechoslovakia is now rebuilt and Czechia has annexed Slovakia. Germans in Slovenia wish to join Austria, so that's what they do. And now Slovenia is small, and they just join Austria. The rest of them, even though they're Slovenians or Slavs. But anyway, after Moscow fell, and also when Finland took Leningrad, Russia decided to propose peace. So Finland got some stuff back. There's a new nation of Karelia, and the Baltics have been turned into one unified area, basically. Now, Poland did give back some stuff, like northern, yeah. So Russia hasn't faced that many harm, but they are weakened and a new government has been put in. But they do take some stuff from Karelia, which is sad. And yeah. But then Germany and Austria vote to unite with each other, which they are banned from doing that, but they do it anyway and they don't care. Like they don't give a shit. So they get annexed and for some reason like they just start invading people. So they invade Czechoslovakia. All of it. And they give part of it to Hungary. And Hungary so they just so there it's basically just a battle royale now. The EU is falling apart as many nations are being targeted and destroyed. Then Italy jumps in to control some stuff. So does Montenegro and um Albania. Macedonia gets annexed. North Macedonia gets annexed by Bulgaria, and so does this part here. And Serbia is just small. Then Spain invades Portugal, and the United Kingdom invades Ireland. Romania takes um. why am I? Yeah, why am I struggling today? Takes Moldova. Eventually, Russia invades Karelia, but that's not the last time we're going to see them. They also take back lands that they lost and even more from Finland. They take part in Norway. Then Switzerland is absolutely annihilated. The Belgium is divided. Bosnia and Herzegovina push out Italy. And they also invade Montenegro. And they also share Albania with Greece. Turkey annexes northern Cyprus and invades the coast here, as well as all of Syria. And that's what my World War III thing would be. Anyway, it was also like a whatever.